building the contemporary resort, much like we've done in the past with California Screamin'. We're going to be building this one. Now, this is a structure that it's actually a hotel in Orlando, Florida, right next to the Magic Kingdom. And what makes it beautiful is actually you can ride the monorail from inside the hotel itself. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's one of the oldest structures in Walt Disney World, along with the Polynesian Resort and, of course, the Magic Kingdom itself. Richard Nixon actually addressed the Watergate scandal here, so that's it's kind of historic in its own little way, but absolutely beautiful place to stay. It's beautiful just to experience it. It just Imagine like staying in a train station. It's like staying in a fancy train station, and that's basically what you have. It's the contemporary resort. So, so beautiful. So without further ado, I just want to do something special with you guys today, and we're going to build together the contemporary resort in Orlando, Florida. Here we go. Let's do this. All right, so I'm actually going to be making the contemporary hotel. I'm going to be basically putting this one together. I put it together before, and then I took it apart, but I did notice something this time around. I feel like this piece or these pieces have changed colors, and this was the original color of them. For some reason, this one has retained the same color, and this one has changed. I'm not really sure why that's happened, but it's happened to like other pieces too. For example, this piece again is like that piece, and then this piece over here is more like this piece. I have no idea why they changed, but that just, it's like even the top of it has changed colors too. That's so strange to me. I have no, like, I'm assuming it has to do with like, I never exposed this thing to the sun, so I don't understand like why it would change. I'm gonna look back at my old photos of it when I had it like finished the first time, and I'm gonna see if that was like, this has always been a thing, but I don't think it always has. So for the side pieces, they're going to have little connectors. So basically, you're going to connect these pieces here with these pieces here. And unfortunately, like I said, it is kind of two-tone, so it might end up looking a little funny, but I think it just makes mine a little more unique. I'm really not sure why the colors changed, but I actually did check my monorail too, out of curiosity, and my monorail pieces did change as well. I did have them in a box with my train set pieces. I don't know if that's what made them change. I really don't know what made anything change, but it's just kind of interesting. So it's gonna look a little two-tone at the end, but that's absolutely fine. Yours probably shouldn't. I'm honestly just glad to have this set anyway, because like, you know, this is a harder set to find, especially as the years go by, right? Because I mean, I've had this set for probably 12 years, I think, going on 12. But I mean, like, you know, as the years go by, Disney doesn't sell them anymore in the parks or anything. It would be great to know if they had like more stocks of these somewhere. The castle is probably one of the only pieces that they still sell. The train set too, I will say that. The train set and the castle and the monorail are the three things that seem to have still been able to, you know, sell in all the Disney parks. For whatever reason, I don't know why the other pieces don't. I don't even remember if the last time I went to Florida, if Tree of Life, and MGM were still available to purchase. I want to say they may have been, especially like I recall seeing the Tree of Life on a more recent year trip to Florida, and I think also Epcot as well. At least the when I went in 2013, I think I saw Epcot at that point. But other than that, I haven't seen a lot of them in circulation. So if you have any of these pieces, even if they're starting to change color a little bit, it's still better to have them. I know my Disney castle, my original Sleeping Beauty castle, did in fact change colors a little bit too. Again, I don't expose these things to the sunlight, none of that kind of stuff. I just think over the years, whatever plastic they're using just tends to like change its color. It's kind of strange, but it has happened. Okay, and as you can see, this is the finished side. They are both now clasped together. Show you the other side of it. Yeah, they're both clasped together. And now I'm going to put on the front ends that will eventually connect these two pieces together, these two sides. Okay, and so now that we have both of our pieces, our side pieces put together, we're gonna want to attach it to the bookend pieces. Make sure that everything is in place properly. You're gonna wanna make sure it's firmly in place, but not too firm. These pieces are very, very fragile. The plastic is it's very thin layer of plastic, so you don't want to ruin it or break it. Also with over time and wear and tear, things tend to kind of like don't have the strength, I guess, that they used to have. So be kind of careful when putting them in place. You want them firmly in place, but you don't want to do it too firm to where you break it or crack it. I actually did put a crack in mine, but it looks really good. I'm so excited to put it together. Okay, so now both parts are done. So it's going to kind of sit up sort of triangularly. It's really nice. You can kind of see this right here, this piece here. The monorail would come through here. I don't know. I may attempt to put at least a few monorail pieces in between here so you can kind of see how it would work with the monorail coming through it. I don't want to set the entire monorail right now. What I probably will do though is keep this piece together and intact. That way in the future when I do set up the monorail piece, I will have all that good to go. And also because of the crack, I don't really want to have to keep, you know, putting this back together. It's very easy to assemble. It's not hard to assemble at all. It's just kind of finding the space for it. Again, I'm a huge shopaholic, so finding space for a lot of things can be kind of tricky. All right, so the next pieces I'm gonna put together are these plastic pieces here. I just have to put them together, and then I put the head, or I should say the hub of the building together, and then I'm done. And now I'm laying on the top layer. This is going to be the see-through roof with the hub on top there. I tried putting the hub, like just kind of like sticking the hub on top and just placing it inside. And I found that kind of difficult because, you know, both pieces are separate pieces on top. The see-through pieces are both separated. You have to hook them into the sides of the structure, and then there's a little piece, a very tiny piece at the very edge of each side that keep it sort of afloat, which I thought was kind of an interesting invention. I would have just did one big like see-through piece, but that's not what they did. So sometimes it'll cave in on you if you're not too careful. You have to make sure you have everything inserted just right. What I decided to do was go inside through the Contemporary Hotel. That way I can kind of lift up the proper sides where they need to be. It just made things a lot easier and a smoother process overall. So next time I do, well, not next time, I'm gonna keep it this way, but in the past it has caused me some type of struggle. It wouldn't sit upright correctly, and now I kind of know why. Overall, the process was pretty smooth. It didn't take me very long. I would say probably about 15 minutes to complete altogether, but I definitely recommend going through the bottom of the hotel, or at least the side openings. It makes it much, much easier at the end. Here it is with the monorail piece inside. Basically, you can just connect up the whole monorail, and this will go around, in, through, and around the hotel. I will probably do that in a future video. I just wanted to kind of just do a little something, so to show you guys what it really looks like. You can see there's some characters I put on the inside there. Down below, I believe you see Snow White, Aurora, Cinderella. On the other side down there, that looks like it's Aladdin, Simba, and Ariel. I know that because I put them there. So yeah, super duper cool. This set was originally available in Orlando, Florida. It is the Contemporary Hotel. Very, very cool. Like I said, now that I've like built it up again, I'm probably gonna keep it this way. Just because a lot of the other pieces, you don't have to take down or tear apart or, you know, reconstruct. They're kind of easily just put together. So I might just make room for this somewhere and then put those other things away, or just find another space for them. Just because, so I don't have to keep having to put this piece together every so often. It's a very easy piece to put together. That's not really the issue. It's just, like I said, because it is so thin, you don't want to run the risk of breaking it or damaging it in storage or anything like that for too long. So I'm probably just gonna have this piece out on display somewhere, and then that'll be pretty much it for that. I will take the monorail out of it, obviously, because I will use that for something separate. But what's really cool is this piece obviously doesn't have a bottom. That way you can just put the monorail through when you are connecting the monorail piece. So it does make that a lot easier. But this is actually really big because the monorail fits comfortably inside of that. And the monorail piece itself it's got like 4 or 5 carts. So it's not a small set. So I don't know how much this would have originally run you. I imagine probably anywhere from like $50 to $60. I think that would be how much it would run you, just because it is a bigger set. A lot of the other sets that were smaller than this ran you about that price. Some of them, not too many, but some of them ran about that price. And they were definitely small. You can get a better look at them in there now. And they were definitely smaller than this set. So I believe that that's how much this set would be. It's about anywhere from 50 to 60 bucks. That's pretty much it in this video, guys. Leave me a nice big like on this one. Please make sure to follow and subscribe. If you are not subscribed to the channel yet, you know what to do. Hit the subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications. So anytime I drop a brand new video, you guys are notified about it. And I will catch you guys in the next one. I'm probably going to do some other ones like this. I do have quite a few other sets. They're not they're not sets I have to build, they're already built, but I probably will get into those a little bit later. If you guys do enjoy these videos, I will see you guys next time. Thanks.